or some other issue. There goes James Gilmore on the track. There's Bo Slay. Colton Leindecker out there as well. There's going to be the Professor Jonathan Joyner and Tim Anderson in the 99. That's who's out there with Group 1 hot laps as they get ready for tonight's feature. It's going to be a good one. And this is just one of the big races coming up tonight. You got the 602 Sportsman, Pure Stock, Street Stock, Vintage, Stinger, Slingshots will be coming up shortly. Don't forget about your 50-50 tickets. You can get those 50-50 tickets at the table behind the ticket booth. Get your 50-50 tickets. We'll be drawing the winner here in a little bit. Also, if you have a child in the playground area, at the end of the night when you pick them up, please do not forget Miss Patsy as well. Miss Patsy does a lot of work watching your children while you watch all the action here on the 3/8 mile dirt. Okay, also, just found out that we are back live on Facebook with Just Dirt Productions. We want to thank them for being here this evening, and thank you for joining us from wherever you are. I hope some people will let them know where you are watching from, and maybe I can acknowledge some of your cities here in a minute. Love to find out where you're listening to us from. If you haven't heard, we're right here on the Gulf Coast in Milton, Florida. Oh, by the way, I've already got the furthest distance watching viewer, Australia. Wow, Australia. By the way, Stingers, you need to be lining up. I'm sorry, Slingshots line up. It's getting a little crazy right now. Been a long night and day. Kevin Mitchell in the 99. The lineman himself. There's the 36 of Taylor Jarvis. The 99 of L.B. Williams. Behind L.B. Williams is the 01. Piloting the 01 this evening. It's going to be Tyler Webb. Iowa, Australia. Wow, Mississippi. They're trying to get me to read small print. I see Port St. Joe, Thomasville, Georgia. Thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate it. But better yet, check your schedule, plan your vacation, come down to the beach, enjoy the Gulf Coast of Florida, and then come enjoy a great race here at Southern Raceway in Milton, Florida. I promise you, you won't regret it. Check our schedule. We always have some exciting races, and we have had the sprint cars of the USCS here twice already this season. I'm looking forward to them coming a third time, hopefully. If not, there should be a big announcement maybe for next year in the near future. Always fun to see them come into town. Wow, they're killing me. I hear myself in tape delay. Woohoo! I'm picking at them. I've learned to ignore myself. If I didn't, I'd stutter. Oh, here comes the Slingshots. It's going to be a nice group of cars coming out on the track. It's going to be Austin Morris in the 57, Dakota Fox in the 724, and Steel Knight in the 17. They're getting ready to go 10 laps to start our features tonight. Getting ready to start our features off, it is the Slingshot, the future of racing. These drivers will probably find a bigger car after they get done testing this full-bodied go-kart. Field gets the one to go. Austin Morris in the 57. Then it's going to be Dakota Fox in the 724. Steel Knight in the 17 out of Navarre. Looks like they're getting acquainted out there. Green flag in the air. And it is Austin Morris in the 57. Dakota Fox in the 724. And Steel Knight in the 17. Knight looking to put Dakota Fox behind him. They're down on the end. Ooh. Steel Knight went way high. Crossed the nose of Dakota Fox. He might have to check his BVDs after this feature. It's going to be Austin Morris out front. Dakota Fox running second. Steel Knight running third. He went all the way across the track from the bottom to the top and probably saw some wall. 2 on the board. Austin Morris still showing the way. Dakota Fox running second. Steel Knight running third. Austin Morris, I believe he came down to claim a trophy he won last season with us. And he is motoring around here like it's nobody's business. 3 on the board, 7 to go. According to the information that I have, Austin is from New Jersey. I don't know if he's racing while he's on summer break or what's going on. But Austin Morris is out here. Dakota Fox running second. Steel Knight trying to close in from the third spot. But it is Austin Morris. He is checked out. And he is gone. He did not even take enough time to move the mint off the pillow. 5 on the board, 5 to go. We're halfway. It's going to be Austin Morris showing the way. Looks like Steel Knight just got around Dakota Fox. Coming off turn number 2. Steel Knight. Dakota Fox getting acquainted. Steel Knight up to second. Dakota Fox back to third as they're trying to chase down Austin Morris. Looks like Dakota Fox doesn't like part of the groove he hit. Saw that back end bouncing around a little bit. Three laps to go. Austin Morris still showing the way. He's got about a straightaway over Steel Knight. Then Dakota Fox even further back. 2 to go this time by. The flagman holds the horns in the air. There's Steel Knight. There goes Dakota Fox. If I will say this about these young people, as Austin Morris comes to the white flag for the last lap. These are young drivers, and when I say young, I mean very young. Not even a teenager yet. Powering these go-karts around the track. Basically, they hit the accelerator and hold on. Coming out of turn 4, here comes your leader and winner. It's going to be Austin Morris. Coming home second, it's going to be Navarre's Steel Knight. Third place will go to Dakota Fox. Here come the Pure Stock, ladies and gentlemen. And Pure Stock drivers, Pure Stock, if you're not in line, you're already running late. 604 drivers, you're going to be after the Pure Stock, then Street Stock, 602 Sportsman, Vintage, and then Stinger. Once you hear that that group is on the track, you need to start making your way to get lined up. Let's go, Pure Stock. I'm going to give you the field. I don't know if they're in their spot or not, but this is the lineup I have. The 8 of Wyatt Parker, the B24 of Owen Barnhill, the 21 of Ronnie Harris. Beside him in row 2, Bailey Ellison in the Bailey Ellison in the 10, Matthew Harris in the 15, and TJ Grimes in the 157 make up row 3. Row 4, Dylan Petty and Jason Jackson in the 50. Row 5, Dustin Smiley. Beside him, Trey Davies. Row 6, Bubba Fletcher and Matthew Burkhart. Row 7, Trent Sweeney in the 19, Terry Maher in the 94T. Row 8, Mike Lane in the 8 JR and the 18 of Dallas Lispin. In the row 9, the 2 of Landon Harris and the 51 of David Jones. Row 10, the 11 of Charlie Walker and the 7 of Link Powell. Rounding out the field, it's going to be the 12 of Jeremy Fowler and the 12U of Jason Utterback. And row 12, all by his lonesome, the Maytag line. It's going to be the 19 of the 95 of Jason McDaniel. I apologize, drivers. 602 Sportsman, you will be up after the pure stock. 602 Sportsman, you'll be up after the pure stock. Here we go. Coming to 1 at the line, Wyatt Parker in the 8 car is your pole setter. Beside him, the B24 of Owen Barnhill. Row 2 is going to be Ronnie Harris and Bailey Ellison in the 10. Row 3 is going to be the 15 of Matthew Harris and the 157 of TJ Grimes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my advice to you. Get ready. There is probably going to be a little bit of car count in the first few laps. Wyatt Parker bringing him into turn 4. He's on the gas. Owen Barnhill going with him, as is Bailey Ellison, making the run down into 1. Wyatt Parker holds on to the front. Bailey Ellison goes with him. Owen Barnhill 3rd. In the 4th spot, that looks like the car. Want to make sure I get the number right as we have a go. We have a little crack up in turn 3 and 4. Remember what I told you about the car count? Looks like that is the 57 that got involved in that. Caution on the track, and everybody's got to get on the binders because there are cars slowing down quick. They raced back to the car. Make sure I get the number right as we have a go. We have a little crack up in turn 3 and 4. Remember what I told you about the car count? And they went screaming by him. Kind of like seeing your life pass before your eyes. There's TJ Grimes on the track. Cars are single file. They're going to get it lined up. Credit caution lap 2. Where's the 19 going? They're trying to get all the cars lined up. Resetting the field for you, it's Wyatt Parker, Bailey Ellison, Owen Barnhill, Jason Jackson, Ronnie Harris, All right, looks like the 15 of Matthew Harris. Looks like we've got some cars jockeying for position. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you wonder what herding cats might look like, this is it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Wyatt Parker on the point. Bailey Ellison, Owen Barnhill, Jason Jackson, Ronnie Harris, Dylan Petty. Then it's going to be Matthew Harris, Bubba Fletcher. Then I see the 18 car as they circle the track. That belongs to Dallas Lisbon. Link Powell in the 7, the 51 of David Jones, and it's the 8 of Mike Lane. All right, looks like we've got about everybody in the right pew. The 19 car looking for his dance partner. Looks like we're about ready to go back to racing action. Looks like they're trying to get everybody, make sure they're lined up in the proper order. Bailey Ellison just got the order to make it obvious, inside or out. Now the field's going to double up for the Alabama Shuffle. Jason Jackson tries to go up high. There we go. Jason Jackson in the right spot now. Field getting ready to come back to a green flag. Wyatt Parker on the point. Owen Barnhill in the inside row 2. Bailey Ellison on the outside. Green flag in the air. We're back to racing. And it is Wyatt Parker trying to check out on the field. Behind Wyatt Parker, it's going to be Bailey Ellison. Owen Barnhill. Oh, my goodness. Looky down there. Dallas Listman. Then it's going to be the the Utterback machine. Sorry about that. That's going to go to Listvan in the 18 and the 12 of Jason Utterback. Utterback spun, taking an evasive action. Ladies and gentlemen, I still have a phone that was found in the playground up here in the tower. If you want to get your phone back. Looks like the car of Landon Harris is stopped in the... Now Harris is going again. Field doubling up behind Wyatt Parker. It's a Delaware restart. Alabama shuffle. Jason Jackson wants that high side so bad. Jason Jackson just wants to get that high side so bad. Lights are out, getting ready to come back to a green flag. It is Wyatt Parker on the point. Owen Barnhill inside row 2. Bailey Ellison outside row 2. Jason Jackson, Ronnie Harris, green flag in the air. And it is Wyatt Parker showing the way down into turn 1. The run is on. Bailey Ellison peeking to the inside of the 8 machine. Owen Barnhill slides into third. Then it's going to be Jason Jackson, Ronnie Harris side by side, as is Bubba Fletcher. And look out, the 15 of Harris. Matthew Harris got loosey-goosey on lap number 4. Hey, clean so far. Wyatt Parker still showing the way, followed by Bailey Ellison, Owen Barnhill, Ronnie Harris, Jason Jackson, Bubba Fletcher. Then it's going to be Matthew Harris in the 15. The 7 of Link Powell, 3D of Dylan Petty. As we've got 5 on the board, 15 to go. We're a quarter away through this feature. Wyatt Parker, he gets out front. He is hard to catch, and he's proven that again tonight. Wyatt Parker likes that clean air and making everybody else try to get around his car. Oh, we've got one down at the bottom of turn 4. Caution lap 6. That brings out a red, yellow. Trying to get a number on that car down there pointed the wrong way in turn number 4. Looks like that's going to be the 30 car. 30 car brings out the caution. Trying to remember where I'm at here. Dustin Smiley. Smiley brings out the red yellow for the spin down in turn 4. The 2 of Landon Harris still wanting to stay back of the field. We got 6 on the board. 6 laps on the board, 14 to go. Wyatt Parker out front. Owen Barnhill inside row 2. Bailey Ellison outside row 2 as the field comes to 1 to go. Then it's going to be Jason Jackson, Bubba Fletcher. Then it's going to be Matthew Harris in the 15. Link Powell pulling up beside him in the 7. The 3D of Dylan Petty. Everybody's starting to bunch up getting ready to go green and resume racing. 6 on the board, 14 to go. Wyatt Parker entering the starting box. Green flag in the air, and we are off and running. Wyatt Parker, Bailey Ellison, Owen Barnhill. Oh, Bubba Fletcher got crossed up. He is in the wall. Did he stay on all 4 wheels or did he go over? I can't see down there. Caution, lap number 7. I lost Bubba Fletcher going into turn 1. I thought I saw the bottom of his car. And running. Wyatt Parker, Bailey Ellison, Owen Barnhill. Oh, Bubba Fletcher got crossed up. He is in the wall. Did he stay on all 4? Don't know exactly what happened to Bubba. Bubba Fletcher might be wanting somebody to make sure his car is still in one piece. Bubba Fletcher, heck of a save. I thought I saw that car go up on 2 wheels in turn 1. Wyatt Parker, Bailey Ellison, Owen Barnhill, Jason Jackson. Then it's going to be the 115. The 115 of Trey Davies into the top 5 now. The 15 of Matthew Harris. The 7 of Link Powell. That looks like the 95 of Jason McDaniel. The 3D of Dylan Petty. The 8 of Mike Lane. The 51, David Jones. The 11 machine, Charlie Walker. Beside him is going to be the 94. That's Terry Mayhair. TJ Grimes in the 157. The 2 of Landon Harris. We've got 7 on the board, 13 to go here at Southern Raceway in the Pure Stock feature. Coming to 1 at the line this time by. Big thank you to our other big board sponsors, Navarre Auto Repair, Boyette Septic, as well as Food Outlet. Mr. C and the people at Food Outlet, thank you for being a part of the Southern Raceway family. Cars have gotten 1 to go. Green flag next time by. Wyatt Parker has been showing the way. Owen Barnhill trying to get around Bailey Ellison, but Ellison taking advantage of starting on the outside of row 2 in the Alabama Shuffle. Looks like they're starting to accordion a little bit in the back. Dylan Petty gets back up into his spot. Wyatt Parker brings him off turn 4. Green flag in the air. Bailey Ellison going right with him. Owen Barnhill slides up into the 3rd spot. Barnhill goes around, and he brings a big wad of cars with him. Everybody scatters trying to get smothered, covered, and avoid the carnage. They stay moving. We're staying green. 8 on the board. That was close. I thought that was going to be mayhem magnified. Out front, it's going to be Wyatt Parker, Bailey Ellison. Here comes the 50 of Jason Jackson, the 7 of Link Powell, and the 115 of Trey Davies. Owen Barnhill in the 24. Ellison knocking on the door of the 8, driven by Wyatt Parker. Ellison looking to the inside. Slower cars approaching. Landon Harris forces them to take evasive action to the high side. Now they're closing in on the 8 car of Mike Lane. The 12 of Jason Utterback down at the bottom of turn 2. Oh, look out, looky, looky. Wyatt Parker takes the caution. The 11 car, Charlie Walker slowed. That was a close call. That was a close call for Charlie Walker. Getting the field reset for you. Wyatt Parker, Bailey Ellison, Jason Jackson, Link Powell, Trey Davies, David Jones, Owen Barnhill. Then it's going to be Matthew Harris in the 15. Then it's going to be Jason McDaniel, Terry Mayhair. Bubba Fletcher trying to find his spot in line. He's going to be behind the 19. Bailey Ellison getting the direction inside or out. Jason Jackson to the inside of row 2 as we do the Alabama shuffle. Lap 11, caution. Looks like we've got a track official on the back straightaway checking for some kind of debris. There he goes off the track. Field is doubling up. It's going to be Wyatt Parker, Bailey Ellison, Jason Jackson, Link Powell, Trey Davies. Your top 5, Davy Jones, Owen Barnhill is in row 4. Field getting the one to go this time by. Then it's going to be Matthew Harris and Jason McDaniel. Terry Mayhair and the 19 machine beside him that is being driven by Trent Sweeney. Bubba Fletcher in the 0 machine. Beside Bubba Fletcher is the 3D of Dylan Petty. Here they come out of turn number 4. Green flag in the air. Wyatt Parker checking out Bailey Ellison going right with him. Ellison takes a hard dive down to the inside, trying to take the lead down the back stretch. It's going to be Parker. Ellison thinking better of it. Oh, he's staying on the bottom. Parker going up high. It's going to be Wyatt Parker, Bailey Ellison, Jason Jackson. We've got cars up, down, left, right, high, low. But your leaders out front are Wyatt Parker. Bailey Ellison might be having an issue in the 10 machine. Looks like we've got a problem. Lap number 13, turn 2. Going to be the 51 of David Jones. Looks like the 3D of Dylan Petty decided to take a little loop. Looks like the 95 was also involved. They're checking on the 51, trying to get him back on the track. That is David Jones. Resetting the field for you as I see him. It is Wyatt Parker, Owen Barnhill, Bailey Ellison, Jason Jackson, Link Powell. Jason Jackson is actually ahead of Bailey Ellison. We've got 13 laps on the board. 7 to go. We've got a gaggle of cars still on the track. Mr. Tom could sell a lot of sheet metal tonight. Lights are going out. Out front, it's Wyatt Parker. Beside him, Owen Barnhill. Then beside Owen Barnhill's the 50, Jason Jackson. The 10 of Bailey Ellison. The 7 of Link Powell, your top 5 as we come to get the green flag with 7 laps to go here at Southern Raceway. Green flag in the air. Owen Barnhill going with Wyatt Parker. Jason Jackson trying to make a move. Oh, Ellison goes around, synchronized, spinning along with the, I'm wanting to say that's the 19, I'm not sure from this vantage point. Caution lap 14. I have been told by many drivers, including Hall of Famer Darrell Waltrip, cautions breed cautions. And that's 7 so far. So we're averaging about 2 laps of caution. That's the 115. Trey Davies. Bailey Ellison being called to the tail end of the field. He was part of that incident that brought out the caution. If you bring out a caution, you go to the tail end. Black Hanky being shown to the 115. We've got 14 on the board. We've got 6 to go. Field getting ready to double up. Owen Barnhill in second place, chooses high. That puts Jason Jackson low. Link Powell goes to the inside, or to the high side. Beside Link Powell is going to be the 19. The 19 being driven by Trent Sweeney. Tarai Hayes. Hope I said that right, that name right. Taraya Hayes to the playground, please. Taraya Hayes to the playground, please. We've got 14 laps in the books. Wyatt Parker, behind him, Owen Barnhill, Jason Jackson, Link Powell, Trent Sweeney. Green flag in the air, we are racing. Cars are jockeying for position, but it is Wyatt Parker out front, Owen Barnhill second, Jason Jackson third. Here comes Bubba Fletcher to the whip. Fletcher, who was almost flipped a while ago, now up to the 4th spot. Looks like Matthew Hare's got a little loosey-goosey in the 15 machine. We've got cars taking evasive action, slowing down, another caution. We've got a car down at the bottom of turn 1, lap 15. Don't know what car that is that went. Trying to get the number on that one. Is that the 2 of Landon Harris? I don't know. Whoever that was, they just went off the track. Setting the field from what I'm seeing right now circulating the track, it's Wyatt Parker, Owen Barnhill, Jason Jackson, the 0 of Bubba Fletcher. Okay, now we've got everybody wanting a consultation. Link Powell pulls down for a talk. That looks like the 157 of TJ Grimes back on the track. Looks like the 7 of Link Powell's driving around with a purpose. Hearing reports of debris in turn 3. Trying to get everybody in the right spot. Checking communication procedures. Owen Barnhill gets the option of inside or out. We've got 15 on the board, 5 to go. Barnhill inches up. I'm hearing reports time is up in this feature. Gonna go green, white, checkered finish. Wyatt Parker takes the 1 to go as they double up behind him. Jason Jackson to the inside of row 2. Owen Barnhill to the outside. Then it's going to be Trent Sweeney, Bubba Fletcher, Link Powell. Can't see who that is beside Link Powell. Here comes the 18 back on the track. Dallas Lisman. Green flag in the air. Here they go. Owen Barnhill with a move coming out of 4. Trying to keep back Jason Jackson. Bubba Fletcher peeking to the inside of Jackson. Oh, we got cars on the track, off the track, all over the track. Wyatt Parker showing the way. Owen Barnhill, Jason Jackson, Terry Mayhair, Bubba Fletcher. Oh, we got a red flag situation. Turn 4. The inside of Jackson. Oh, we got cars on the track, off the track, all over the track. Wyatt Parker showing the way. Owen Barnhill, Jason Jackson, Terry Mayhair, Bubba Fletcher. Looks like that was a 10 of Bailey Ellison involved in that as well. It is Wyatt Parker out front, Owen Barnhill second, Jason Jackson third. Then it's going to be Terry Mayhair in the 94T, Bubba Fletcher. here's what's getting ready to happen, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be green and white at the same time. Next flag they see will be the checkered as long as the track does not get blocked. This is what makes racing interesting. One lap dash for the trophy and the cash. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Wyatt Parker all over the gas. Jason Jackson, Owen Barnhill, side by side. Jackson dives down low. Barnhill to his high side. They sort out. Oh, we've got cars everywhere, but out front, it is Wyatt Parker, followed by Owen Barnhill, Jason Jackson, Bubba Fletcher. Your leader and winner, it's going to be Wyatt Parker. Jason Jackson coming home in second. Owen Barnhill finishes third, Bubba Fletcher fourth, and Dylan Petty comes home in fifth. I don't know what's going on with Matthew Harris. I don't know if his car broke or what. He stopped on the backstretch. Here comes the 602 Sportsman feature. Checking all my notes here, make sure I got everything in the right spot. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here they are. Onto the track, the 602 Sportsman. Setting the field for you, the 22 of John Bryan on the point. The 8 of Mike Lane. The 7 of Johnny Wright. The 80 of Jason Messick, the 99 of Kevin Mitchell, the 714 of Mark Rass, the 0W of Johnny Wright Jr., the 52 of Greg Galbraith. Then it's going to be Skeeter Redmond in the 1, Tyler Webb in the 01T, and it's going to be Chris Norman in the 00. Green flag in the air. Well, that lap didn't count. Looks like we got a no-no in the rule book. Jason Messick jumped the start. We're getting ready to line them up, try it again. Looks like it was the car of Jason Messick. They got way ahead of the start. I've got the 50-50 prize money. We'll give that out here at the next break. They're trying to get Mark Rass to take the spot as they move Jason Messick back. Field gets one at the line. John Bryant, Mike Lane, row one. Row two is going to be Johnny Wright and Mark Rass. Green flag in the air. John Bryant nails the happy pedal. Mike Lane to his outside. Lane gets the drop going into one. John Bryant running second. Johnny Wright running third. Kevin Mitchell, your top four. Out front, it's Mike Lane loaded up, trying to pull from the station. John Bryant, Kevin Mitchell challenging Johnny Wright for third. Then in the fifth spot, it's Johnny Wright Jr. Jason Messick behind him. Mark Rass goes around in two. Mark Rass keeps his foot in it. We stay green. It's going to be Mike Lane out front. Second place, John Bryant, Kevin Mitchell. Then it's going to be Johnny Wright Jr., Jason Messick in that order. Then it's going to be Greg Galbraith in the 52 machine. Out front, it is Mike Lane. He is romping and stomping and putting the distance between him and John Bryant. Kevin Mitchell running third. We got 4 on the board, 16 to go. Kevin Mitchell peeking inside. John Bryant coming off turn 2 as both drivers try to catch Mike Lane, who is closing in on the 714 of Mark Rass to put him a lap down as we are a quarter of a way through. 5 down, 15 to go. Mark Rass got the word, leaders are coming, and he's trying to keep himself on the lead lap. But that is the wrong car to try to outfox. Mike Lane puts Rass the lap down. John Bryant, Kevin Mitchell in a slugfest, battling it out for second and third. Bryant on the high side, Mitchell down low. Mitchell slides in behind John Bryant. Then it's going to be Johnny Wright Jr., Jason Messick. Then it's going to be Greg Galbraith, the 01 of Tyler Webb, and then the 00 of Chris Norman. Somebody kicked up a cloud of dust down there at the bottom of one. 8 on the board, 12 to go. Mike Lane is showing the way. Mike Lane putting cars a lap down. Kevin Mitchell finally gets around John Bryant. Now he's contending with Mark Rass. It's going to be Mike Lane, Kevin Mitchell. Mitchell trying to catch up to Mike Lane, but he's got about 3 lap cars between them. Mike Lane, he's ready to turn out the lights and call it a night. He's saying the party's over. 11 on the board, 9 to go. Mike Lane romping and stomping. Kevin Mitchell running second. John Bryant third. Johnny Wright fourth. Then it's going to be Johnny Wright Jr. in the fifth spot. Jason Messick running sixth. Mike Lane's getting ready to approach putting the top 5 a lap down. Caution on the track. Looks like Mark Rass on the backstretch. Mark Rass brings out a caution on the backstretch. Ladies and gentlemen, get your 50-50 tickets out. Somebody's going to be able to buy over $300 worth of school supplies to get ready to start the school year tomorrow or Monday. Ticket number 030636. Once again, that ticket number 030636. Mike Lane on the point. His lead evaporated. Kevin Mitchell getting to choose inside or out as we get ready for the Alabama Shuffle. John Bryant running third. Then it's going to be Johnny Wright Jr., Jason Messick. Then it's going to be Tyler Webb, the 00, Chris Norman, 52. Going to be Greg Galbraith, 714. Mark Rass, green flag in the air. Mike Lane romping and stomping. Kevin Mitchell slides into second. Here comes Johnny Wright around John Bryant. Johnny Wright Jr. trying to make the pass as well. Going into turn number 3. Out front, Mike Lane, Kevin Mitchell, Johnny Wright. John Bryant gets the 4th spot. Johnny Wright Jr., Jason Messick, and then the rest of the field. 13 on the board. Mike Lane off and running. Mike Lane showing the way. Kevin Mitchell second. Johnny Wright, John Bryant, Johnny Wright Jr., Jason Messick, your lead lap cars. Tyler Webb a lap down. The 00, Chris Norman a lap down. Mark Rast a lap down, as is Greg Galbraith. 15 on the board. We're 3/4 of the way through. 5 to go. Mike Lane showing the way. Kevin Mitchell keeping pace, but Lane still has about a 7-car length advantage as we are ticking them down with 4 to go. Johnny Wright holding on to the 3rd spot as John Bryant, Johnny Wright Jr. Oh, Johnny Wright Jr. just blew past John Bryant. Jason Messick going around John Bryant. Bryant having trouble with the double deuce. 17 laps on the board. Bryant takes the 22 off the track. Not a good finish. There's the 01, Tyler Webb. He gets squirrely. Mike Lane showing the way. Kevin Mitchell second. Johnny Wright third. Johnny Wright Jr. fourth. Jason Messick running fifth. Your top 5 cars on the lead lap. Kevin Mitchell got way offline, off pace, but he had enough of a cushion ahead of Johnny Wright. Mike Lane getting around Greg Galbraith. White flag last lap. Mike Lane showing the way. He has got a big advantage over Kevin Mitchell. Coming off turn 4. Turn out the lights. It's party time for Mike Lane, your winner. Kevin Mitchell coming home second. Johnny Wright coming home in third. Johnny Wright Jr. fourth. Jason Messick coming home in fifth. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, 50-50 number 03-06-36. 03-06-36. 301 to the winner. Once again, that 50-50 winning ticket number 03-06-36. 03-06-36. And congratulations to our little group down there on the front row. Hope you enjoyed your free dermabrasion. All right, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready to come to the track next. It is the street stock for 20 laps. 604 crate late model.